Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be going over all of the patch notes with Vector Glare, as well as some hidden changes that you might not know about coming into the new season. With that out of the way, enjoy the video. Alright, so first of all, obviously, we have the new attacker, Sense. He has a little ring that he rolls on the ground, and it has a light wall that comes up. There's tons of videos on YouTube that you can go watch about it. I'm not going to waste a day making a video on it because there's already people with a lot of views that have made it, so I'm just going to go over the patch notes. He actually comes with a new gun. This is the first time I've seen a new gun in a while. It's very similar to the R4C in terms of damage and fire rate, but it has little recoil and a drum mag, so pretty good. As well as the 417 DMR that comes on Twitch and Lion. So, pretty good gun selection so far. He has breach charges and claymores, again, pretty good. But he is a 3 armor. This is the first time that we've seen a 3 armor attacker, especially in the playstyle that comes with it. So, I'm actually interested to see what's going to come with it. But, moving on, he has the secondary weapons of the SCP 9mm, which is the pistol that comes on Mozzie and Warden, but without the scope. And he has the Gon 6. So, another Gon 6 attacker. Not opposed. I think this is pretty cool. I think he's actually going to be very, very good, but I'll do a tier list later and I'll tell you where I think he actually lines up in the bracket compared to other operators. I'm still kind of testing him out. We have a new map and it's just for deathmatch. It's called Close Quarter. Like the name suggests, it's a very small map. It's very close quarters and it's purely for deathmatch. I actually kind of liked it. I play tested it in the test server. It's pretty cool. It does take a little bit of getting used to as it is a new map, but I like it. And finally, the shooting range came out. This is awesome. It's really good just for practicing recoil, and that's pretty much it, honestly. If you want to warm up really well, you just go into a deathmatch or a T-hunt, but I personally kind of like it. It gives you some actual icon of a person that you can shoot at from different ranges as well as a target, so not bad. Now we have individual operator guides as well. So every single operator in the game is going to have an operator guide. It's 3 videos that teach you kind of how to do certain things with the operator. So for new players that are trying to get into the game and they want to learn certain operators, this is very, very good, and I'm very glad that they put this in the game. Player protection. They have something called privacy mode now, so you can appear as a nickname, you can appear as you. This is good for streamers, this is good for YouTubers, so just more player protection. That's pretty much it. Player comfort, they can reduce the intensity of screen shake. This is something that I love. I have died so much to screen shake. Like, I'll be in a gunfight with somebody and a grenade goes off like 100 meters away from me and my screen is just shaking like an earthquake. So I'm glad that we have the option to toggle this off. That's just amazing. Match cancellation has an initial request to the match cancellation itself, and then some updates were made to prevent abuse of the system. So that's good. You can't like hold the server and then completely cancel the match if you like lose a round or something. That's happened. Hackers are able to get through that, so I'm glad that they're doing a little bit of something about that. So new operators are allowed in esports. There's no cooldown period. So as soon as a new operator is released, boom, in Pro League, Challenger League, whatever. So people are going crazy over this and saying that it's good. I fucking hate this change. I'm gonna be honest. I hate this change. They always add a new operator into the game and make it overpowered to get people to play it and buy it, and then they nerf it down to what it should be. So having this in the meta of esports, I don't think is a good idea, especially from a standpoint of them not knowing what they're doing quite yet. It's just not a good idea in my opinion, but I get what they're trying to do, and that's all I have to say about that. Now players and spectators can request a tactical timeout during custom matches. That's pretty cool. I like that. Good for scrims, and I heard they were doing the same thing for ranked, which I like as well. Like, if you need to go take a shit, hey team, hit attack timeout, or if you need to go AFK, you're not sitting wasting around. So that's pretty cool. And then they're decreasing the price of operators. I like this a lot. It takes so many hours to get operators, to get all of the operators. It takes a lot of hours to play this game. That's something that I didn't like, especially trying to get a new account on alts, stuff like that. So I'm glad that they made this change. Operator balancing. This is where we come into the real important stuff. So Glaz is a 3-speed now. Pretty cool. He has the bearing 9. Callie now has the P22 Mark 5, which is what she used to have. So essentially, if anybody on defense or attack had their secondary replaced by something else, like on 6 or Super Shorty, they're now getting that secondary back. So they have the option between 3 secondaries now, which is pretty cool. Glaz getting a bearing 9 is awesome because he'll have an automatic weapon on his arsenal. Callie getting the pistol doesn't really do much. Clash with the P10 doesn't really do much. Tachanka with a bearing 9, I love that. That's great. Lion with his P9 back. Dokkaebi with the C75 auto back, like that too. Just in case you don't want to run the Gon 6 with the SMG12 is a little too hard to control for you, you have the C75 auto back. Finka with the GSH18, okay. Gridlock with the SCP 9mm, okay. Amaru with the ITA-12S, I like that. That's pretty good. Just more versatility for Amaru. Always gotta love that. Tweaks and improvements. So match replay systems console improved. Now the gridlocks track stingers now match team color. So if you're team orange, the track stingers will appear orange. This is something to do with drones and cameras with the light that's on stuff. So I like that. It's pretty cool. Additional information about the spectator player are now displayed. So just more info on who you're spectating. I hate that. It's stupid. You can disable it though. So that's cool. Operator tips being displayed. Hold on. There's a fucking car. You're telling me that a 1987 Corvette is making all of that noise? What the fuck is in that engine bay? Okay. Operator tips are now displayed from in-game menu for Ash, Sledge, Thermite, Osa, Bandit, Smoke, Capcan, and Thorn. They're also able to be displayed for the Operator album. That's cool. Game health, they updated the crouch walk sound mix, which just means crouch walking is louder. And they added Skyscraper to Team Deathmatch. I like that. Not a lot of people know how to play Skyscraper, so that's pretty cool. Bug fixes, not going to go into that, not really important. So now let's go into the designer notes for the preseason of Vector Glare. Win deltas. Finka, obviously, off the charts in terms of win rate and pick rate. I mean, look at that. You're getting a 3% overall win delta average. That's insane. So they're definitely going to nerf her for sure. Presence is over 75%. You know how crazy that is? That's Jaeger. That's Jaeger status. That's insane. Purely because of an LMG. So they just nerf LMGs. That's all I need to say. You have shield operators, Glaz, which is definitely going to change, Capitao, Fuse, all really not surprising to me here, except for Flores and Osa and Buck. It being that low in win percentage and in presence is actually surprising to me. Flores is extremely good, extremely underrated in a lot of ways. I might actually make an operator guide on him, but he is amazing. And then Dokkaebi and Nock being so high actually doesn't surprise me in win delta. I'm pretty sure for Year 7 Season 2, the first ever ban was Nock. And they ban Nock every time they go bank, every time they go theme park. Nock is actually banned a lot because if played correctly, she can be the best third entry in the entire game. Dokkaebi being high in win delta does not surprise me at all. She is very good, very underplayed, because she can get those defender cams and roam clear extremely efficiently. I actually just made a Dokkaebi guide, which we'll put in the top right here, that I released about 2 days ago, but that explains all of that. Hard breachers, obviously, Zofia, obviously, Nomad, Jackal, Thatcher, all where we think they should be, so nothing really more to say to that. Let's go to defenders. Jaeger being low in win delta but high in pick rate. Obvious, not much really need to say there. That's been the case for years now. Rook being high because of his 2x scope, Capcan being high because nobody expecting his traps, Alibi being high because of her gun, her deployable shield, and her useful gadget. Valkyrie, obvious. Frost, pretty good because of higher level players not looking for her mats. Melusi, obviously. Here's where we get into kind of the weird category. You have Vigil, Pulse, Maestro, Echo, Thorn, and Ella, as well as Mira being in the area where they are. These are all operators where, if played correctly, can be extremely useful, but only if they're played correctly. So them being dead center in the win delta is not surprising at all. But there are certain operators where if you bring them, you're always going to have some sort of presence in the round, like Maestro, and he used to have a very, very high win delta, so I'm kind of surprised he's this low, but other than that, not really surprising for anything else. Castle and Goyo and Azami all being that low is a little surprising to me, especially Azami, because of how useful and versatile she can be. Same thing with Goyo, same thing with Castle. Maybe not Goyo, he is a little underwhelming at times, but Tachanka and Clash, as to be expected. There's always going to be better entry denial operators than Tachanka. He takes way too much skill for how much usefulness you get out of him, so nobody plays him. That's why he has an almost 0% presence. Actually, he has the lowest presence at all in ranked, so now you know why. And then Clash being Clash. Ban rate, Thatcher, Jackal, obviously. No ban being really high. Monty, Finka, Osa, Nomad. All pretty standard stuff. I don't like seeing no bans. There's no reason to no ban ever. Always ban somebody that you know you're not going to play, even if it's something stupid as a Blackbeard. So that's all I really have to say about that. Jesus, there's cars outside, bruh. And then defender operator bans, you have Mira, Valk, Cade. Nothing really need to be said there. Those are always the top highest. I'm actually surprised that Mira has been banned over Valk for this season. Valk is still amazing, even though she got nerfed to where you can't throw her cams outside for over 10 seconds. Doesn't matter though, still has 3 almost unseeable cameras that provide a lot of util, as well as the opportunity for nitro traps, so That doesn't really make sense to me, but still second highest fender band in the game. Then you have Clash, Capcan Melusi, Zombie Echo, all just really annoying ops that people don't really know how to play around, so not really surprised there. And then here's an actual example of the crouch walking that I talked about earlier, where they made crouch walking a lot louder. You can hear him crouching across the hallway. That's crazy. That's a lot louder than I thought it was going to be, actually. But yeah, that's the whole change with crouch walking. It's a lot louder. It might even be smarter if you're crouch walking for stealth to just alt walk. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I do want to say before I end the video that I am uploading 3 times a week now, which I have so much on my plate. It's literally torture, but I need to get this channel up and running. I've been uploading quality content consistently for way too long for my channel to be where it's at right now. So something has to change, and I feel that it's my upload schedule. There are people that upload daily that still are able to play comp, have a social life, so me uploading 3 times a week can't be that much of a bother. So with that out of the way, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, sub to the channel. I post educational Siege content, like I said, 3 times a week. So if you like meta talks like this, hit a like on the video so I know to keep doing this after every single season. It's good to just clear the air about the meta and where it was compared to where it's going to be now. So like the video if you liked it. My name is Alka though, and I'll see you in the next one.